Hello everyone, my name is Adoralde and welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you a game where I was the shadow player against Hinch's Free People's player. Let's dive into it. He begins with Kierden's ships and the Grey Company, so there you go. I begin with Stormcrow and give it to us. Nothing immediately playable for either side, but away we go. I allocate one eye, roll two more, and he gets a juicy first turn. Maybe a bit more muster than you strictly need. He moves and is safe. I put Isengard to war. He moves with his will and is hit for a 0 reveal, so that's kind of fun. No free Gandhi loss for you, I say. Yep. I move armies. Yep. He musters the elves to war. I put Saruman into play. And he puts a guy in Old Forest Road and Westamnet. So, pretty standard first turn. Yep, pretty standard first turn. And I move some armies. He passes, and we collect our dice. He draws Bilbo's Song and Imrahil. Good cards. I draw Lidless Eye and Return to Valinor. Not particularly useful, but Deadly Strife is good. I allocate 2 eyes because I would like to catch him going through Moria, since he's declared outside it. I roll one more, and he rolls 3 movement. So he hides. I muster Sauron to war. Yep, he passes. I use a character die because that's almost all I have to move army north. And he moves the Fellowship. And I hit for a 2, so close. And he takes Gandalf. So, yep, taking Gandalf to a 2 seems good. Put Strider in. I put Give It to Us into play. Not sure that was necessary to do this early. Moving armies seems good. He moves again, and he's hit again for a 1 reveal, so almost as good as I could have hoped for. He goes through Moria, of course, and the Moria tile is a 1 reveal, so good to get it out of the pool from Mordor, I guess, but wasting a reveal is always sad. The Moria army follows him out, and I collect around Lorien, or outside Lorien. He uses the muster to hide, so yep. Hello, Hobbit friends, I say. Yes. And I move the army from Dagorlad north. So, yep. Nothing too fancy too far. Don't worry, this game does get a little bit more interesting. He draws there and back again, so this is the time when you would want to have that card. Fellowship's kind of within range, 1 or 2 movement gets you someone there. And Swords and Eriador. Cool. I get Shelob's Lair and Orcs Multiplying again. Little late, but maybe useful yet. Okay. I allocate 2 eyes. My general methodology is I figure if I have 2 rerolls, I should put 2 eyes. And I get lots of musters and Palantirs, so not as helpful. And he gets wills and movement, so he'll get Gandalf, which is good. He begins by passing, okay. I put the Easterlings towards war. He brings Gandalf in Fangorn, so, okay. Southron's all the way to war. I guess I'm just threatening Day Without Dawn. I have the musters, so maybe I just am... And I have another one to bring in the Witch King, so... But I only have 1 movement, so I can't even bring in the Witch King. Yeah, unless he helps me. Don't know. Okay. He moves. keeping the will. He risks it. And he's safe. I play Shelob's Lair. Yeah, I have the Palantir, so I wanted to play that at some point, so that seems good. And I muster into South Rune. Yeah, he's not going to help me get the Witch King this round, so that's fine, I guess. He plays there and back again with his will, so that's, yep. And he gets Legolas to Woodland Realm, so moves a bunch of people down, gets the elves almost to war. That's pretty good. And then I get to play Stormcrow. So I get to undo his movement of the elves. I'm not sure it's actually a good play, but I had the Palantir and I didn't want to discard a card by drawing with the Palantir. And I don't get to normally play Stormcrow, so I decided to do it. There was actually an interesting discussion here, and he kills the elven leader in Grey Havens. And we have a discussion about, actually, comment put something in the comments, because we actually discuss maybe killing the regular in Grey Havens, because you can do that with the card instead of a leader. Maybe that's better, because then you have a casualty elven regular to bring back in a stronghold. Just a thought. It seems bad to bring in to kill a regular, but anyway, we talk about that. He just uses his muster to put the elves back towards war. Move the army north, and he does go ahead and put the elves all the way to war. So, yep, sort of delayed him, but was it worth it? Probably not, but that's what I did. I draw, we're into the next round, and I draw Black Captain Commands, so that'll be good in a little bit, and Day Without Dawn. So if he Yahtzee's wills, I'll be very happy. He draws Athelas. He's got some corruption and Strider, so that's good, and Faramir's Rangers. Always fun to see Faramir. He declares out from underneath my armies. I say, is it our foul breath? You can be honest. Yeah. I allocate one eye and roll one more, and he rolls lots of musters and hybrids. So with the elves to war and a lot of other people activated, that'll be interesting. He musters into Lorien first, yep, because I would assume, it looks like I'm coming. I use my Palantir to play Orcs Multiplying again. Interesting. Did I not want to put Lorien under siege? That seems like it would have been a better idea. He puts an Elven regular in both of the Woodland Realm and Lorien. Yeah, I guess. Oh, I guess he's saving elites for Círdan's ships. Okay. And I move armies. So I guess with the Dew line looking so dangerous, I feel like the extra guys from Mount Gundabad are going to be helpful. And it's always nice to squash Carrick from the other direction so you don't have to split your army. Or at least I find that helpful. He puts an elite in Woodland Realm, so yeah, that seems to be what he's doing, is saving for Círdan's. I hit Forest Road, no card. I get my hit. He gets none back, so that's always nice. And then I put Woodland Realm under siege. Yep. And I don't have to leave anyone because that Mount Gundabad guy can take Carrick. He moves and is safe. I put the Witch King in the Woodland Realm. Yep. And he puts the North to war manually. Yeah, you'll get one reinforced before I hit you. Except I have Black Captain Commands. So I get 2 more Nazgul with the Witch King, and I hit Dale. No card. But I whiff. I utterly whiff. But he gets 1 back. I press. He retreats to Erebor. I think a lot about how many people to split off, and I decide 3. Not entirely sure why I chose 3. Probably because the Easterlings make it a full stack once they get there. Don't know. Anyway, I thought that was a cute little play. So he doesn't muster up in Dale. Okay, we go into the next round. I draw Breaking of the Fellowship. Could be good. He draws Elven Cloaks and Wisdom of Elrond. And I draw The King is Revealed. Maybe helpful. Relentless Assault's good. He's got a lot of cards he's going to have to discard. You have Imrahil and Círdan's. Probably could get rid of one of those. Eriador tends to not be helpful. That'd be my first throw, probably. Maybe Wisdom of Elrond, but Confusion can be good. Yeah, it's too bad he didn't have the dice to spend like Athelas last round. What's he get rid of? Gets rid of Wisdom of Elrond and Swords and Eriador. So he and I agree. Which means we're both wrong. No, I don't know. Anyway, he declares the Fellowship a little farther from my armies. So, okay, cool. I allocate 2 eyes. Interesting. Maybe I'm just scared about how fast he's moving? Because Dew is going to be a bit. And apparently I'm just going to sit outside Lorien. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with that. And I roll 1 movement, musters, and palantirs. So, yeah, we're having a good time here, folks. So let's see if we can do this here. So these are the stats as they stand right now. I'm +5 on musters. He's -3 on palantirs, which is kind of fun in a backwards sort of way. I'm low on 6s, but we haven't had many rolls yet. So interesting. +5 on musters, -3 on hybrids, -1 on army, and high on character movement. So I have not been able to move very fast. Regardless, yeah. I haven't been able to move very fast, so. Interesting. Okay. Sec. Okay. And into it we go. He rolls 2 characters, so, and some musters, so. My troops aren't very motivated, he says, yeah. We played this game on Sunday, so I said it must be Orc Sunday. All right. I upgrade 2 elites in Isengard. So I have all these musters. That seems like a good place to use some of them. He moves Iron Hills into Erebor and Westamnet into Fords. I suppose. I muster using the voice. Do I have any of the... I guess I'm just in anticipation of some Isengard stuff. Getting ready. Upgrade 2 more regulars in Isengard. He moves and is safe. I play The Ring Is Mine. Yeah. I have Palantirs and I want to play the card, so that seems good. And the Fellowship isn't revealed, so I can't do breaking. Okay. He moves again and is double hit into an eye. So that was timely. Assumably you take a random here, right? Oh no, you have Athelas. So you just take the corruption. Yeah, that makes sense. He goes east. Cool. Well, of course now. Oh, I drew The Ring Is Mine earlier. Okay, didn't play it. Really, I didn't play breaking this time. I made 1 regular in Orthanc and 1 in Moria. Is my force pool just depleted? I guess I don't have enough elites to make 2 more elites, but still. Surely breaking's better. Yeah, because he hides. I play The Ring Is Mine. Maybe I just got stuck on I was going to play The Ring Is Mine rather than breaking. Weird. He plays Athelas. Oh, and I say that my plan right now is for him to only draw red tiles on Mordor, because my army certainly isn't moving fast. I'd say it's a good and reliable plan, so keep an eye out for that. And he heals 3. So, yep, that's good. So we talk about the joke. It's a weed. And I just manually move Orthanc and east to, or the south Dunland to the Gap of Rohan, and South Rune to East Rune. So I'm just going to go manually attack these things. All right, we collect dice. He draws File. Yep. Why not? And Book of Mazarbul. Not going to be super helpful since Legolas is pinned down, but I get Grond. Yep, that's good. And Rage of the Dunlandings after I manually moved the regulars. Oh, well. He gets rid of Book of Mazarbul, and I get rid of The King is Revealed. So, yep, that makes sense. 2 dice. I guess I'm just desperate to slow him down. It seems like maybe 1 eye would be a better solution here, because I need my army moving, but... Oh, well, I agree. I go back down to 1 eye. And then I roll 3 more. So, I get 2 movement and 3 more Palantirs. And he gets 1 movement and a whole bunch of musters. So let's take a look at the statistics again. If I can... There we go. So I am +2 on Palantirs, but -5 on hybrid, -1 on army. -3 on 6s, but again, we haven't had that many combats yet, so. He's low on wills, but I'm not sure that that's hurt him yet. So, interesting. All right. Into the round. He moves and is safe. So that's good for him. He now has to think about whether he's going to use a ring to move again, but he can delay for a little bit. I play Rage of the Dunlandings to just get the guys moving. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. He moves the dwarves towards war, because why not? My do line is sad already. Why not make it cry? I move the Easterlings more into position. He plays File. Yep, that seems like a good card. And we discussed that he agrees to not draw the blue tile. So I think about moving in, and then I realize how weird a stack that is. Do I still do it? Yeah, I undo it. And then instead I draw a card, which, I don't know, I'm just feeling stuck, and like my dice are wacky. Maybe I should have taken Karak just before they do something weird. That probably would have been good. But I draw a tile, or a card, and I draw Balrog. He plays Imrahil. Yeah, you've been relatively high on dice, and you like the idea of having it. So I play Balrog into play so that I can play it as a combat effect later. What a waste of a Palantir, 2 Palantirs to draw and play that. But I guess I don't have a lot of usable cards. Maybe I should have just drawn twice. Still. He uses an Elven Ring to move again, risking... I have 3 character cards, although the fact that I drew a character card might kind of clue you in that I was intending to... Yeah, I didn't have it. I don't know. Well, I guess he just wants to get in. Never mind. That doesn't make sense. He's moving in. He's hit. Gets an eye for a 2 reveal. Randoms into Strider. That always feels bad. Every time. And then the second one's a 1, so he just takes it. Okay. And then I use that ring immediately back to play Breaking in the Fellowship. So see if I can get some of those guys out, but I draw an eye. So and the hunt pool was pretty friendly for that. Only 3 tiles out of that set out of 9. So 2/3 chance of good. Oh well. That's how it goes. All right. We collect our dice. I get Morgul Wound. Yep. He's below 3 corruption, so that'll be nice, but he's fairly healthy. Don't know. I get New Powers Rising, which with my force pool I can't even really make use of. I could get every single Isengard unit in play, which is fun. He draws There Is Another Way. Yep. Good timing. And Dane Ironfoot's card. You didn't need that, but it's nice to have sometimes anyway. So here's the updated hunt pool. 3 reds. Like I said, my plan is for him to draw all the reds, because that's the only plan I have at this point. I'm not moving fast enough with my dice rolls and skill level to take him. Oof. Okay. I allocate 3 eyes because I gotta slow him down on the track. And I roll some movement, so that's good. Good to get that. And he rolls 3 swords, so it's actually kind of limiting for him because he doesn't really want to move that much. He'll hide first. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I attack forwards from Orthanc, hoping to and I play a New Powers Rising because apparently I'm not going to actually play it. That seems. I remember being really frustrated in this game that I had all these great cards and not good ways to use them. But this is what I did with them. So I attack and I get 2 if Great Host hits, which it does, thankfully. Oh, no, I think... Yeah, okay. It doesn't. Yeah. We look at that more carefully, and it wouldn't hit. It would only... Yeah, it... So I still press, and he still retreats. So that's, at least something, and I move all the elites out. I'm worried... Maybe I should have just gone. He doesn't have Ents, which is obviously not something I knew at the time. I think I just didn't have time. I have to keep going. I have to... Yeah, he says, the men learned to count. And I say, that day the orcs knew fear. All right, I consolidate armies. Yeah. And that's pretty nice stack for taking Helm's Deep. He plays Elven Cloaks. Yep, so 3 red versus 2 blue tiles. I move 2 armies over to Westamnet to go take Edoras and Fold, unless he does something about it. That's the bare minimum. It feels like a 3rd guy might be better. No. So I remember thinking about this a bit. He still can't muster because of the way things is, so he can't put a guy in Edoras. He moves, and I roll, which is not necessary, and I draw a red tile. So my plan is working perfectly. Him hitting, a 3 out of 15, whatever, 20%. That sounds correct. Okay, it's working. Yay, good. And it's 3, so it's a 3 reveal. He takes Gimli and is revealed. Okay, cool. Puts Boromir up, and then I play Morgul Wound while he's revealed and at only 3, so we put him up to 5. And if you've seen my previous game with Hinch, we say this time for 2. So, who put Boromir in charge? Our corruption is skyrocketing. Yeah. So he hides again. Yep, that's the reasonable thing to do. Those red tiles, man, they really suck when you're the free people's player. You just... Those last 5 steps can really be rough as it is, and not getting the movement. Anyway, I say I'll risk this, and I go take Edoras and Fold, and leave nothing behind. Leaving this little, temptation of come take Westamnet and start recruiting up with your last action. I don't know if that's good. I remember thinking about it, and then he thinks in return, because for one less regular in Helm's Deep, which is quite possibly in some real serious trouble already, you can have an elite in Westamnet and start doing stuff. Take Edoras or something. Just make me split my army. Do more hit points. I don't know. I say you could use an Elven Ring to move again. He says he has too many good cards in hand. Dane, yeah, you could play Dane. You could muster the dwarves to war. Could play Bilbo's, although you're almost to Gilliam anyway. Círdan's. He ends up playing Faramir's Rangers rather than any of the other things. Interesting. I guess I would have gone with probably just put the dwarves to war. Because then or play Danes and then put them to war next round. Because I'm not going to put you under siege with what I got there. Then you can start building an army to come take me. I don't know. I attack Helm's Deep because, got to get those Rohan guys gone. And I didn't get the mouth. I forget if I just straight forgot he existed. I have a bad habit of forgetting companions and minions exist. Or if I just really needed every card, or dice, rather. He draws Dead Men, so that's not going to help much. And Eomer, just a little bit too late. Candles of Corpses for me could be fun. And Threats and Promises, which is a Devilry of Orthanc, which is helpful. I put 3 in because I actually have interesting chances at a corruption. I mean, the hunt pool is massive. But making those eyes 3 reveals makes it a lot less appetizing. Don't know. It's what I did. So, I roll 2 more, so it's 5 eyes, and he rolls 2 characters and a will. So I have a Day Without Dawn. I wonder if I use it here. Where does he move first? He musters first. Dwarves to war. Okay. Do I Day Without Dawn? No, I Candles of Corpses. Yeah, I'm not sure the extra will is really that important at this very second. I don't know, maybe. But I hit 3 corruption. So that, I mean, if you had a choice between 3 corruption and 1 less will of the West, I know which I'd take in this scenario. But he says, not sure why I didn't just move there. Yeah. Don't know. Well, and then you move with a sword. So apparently you've just decided I don't have Day Without Dawn, and apparently I've decided I don't have it either. He moves and draws File. So, thought we had an agreement, Hinch, that you don't draw your blue tiles. I muster the Mouth. Apparently I remember him now that I have a billion musters. He puts a Dwarven Elite in Erebor. I say stop that. He says make me. And I hit Helm's Deep by flipping the Mouth. I play Devilry of Orthanc from Threats and Promises and get 2. And he gets 2 back. So, I'll take a 2 for 2 all day. I press. No card. So we're going to start getting some fun here. Keep your seatbelts on because we're gonna be here for a bit yet. I no card, and I hit nothing. He gets 2 back. I stop. Okay. He moves out to Osgiliath, but I think he thinks about it for a bit, goes back to Druiden, which when I saw that, I was just terrified. I was so sad. And then he undoes that too because he's not at war and not actually that close to war, so he can't actually go charging in on Rohan for a bit. So what he does in the end is he moves to Osgiliath. I'm not really sure what the thought process there was. I mean, you have a sword that you don't intend to move with. and there's not a lot else you can do with it. You don't have companions running around other than the besieged Legolas, but not really sure what that was intended to accomplish. Anyway, all right. I hit Woodland Realm, try and cycle some cards. I play Return to Valinor. Yep. Okay. Deadly Strife into Valor, so he's hitting on 2s, pretty sure that's how that works. And I get 3 with a Deadly Strife, so that's less than I wanted, and he gets 4 back. Yes, he's hitting on 2s. I take Elites. That wasn't a good play. I don't know if this happens to you guys. I think it's some of my inexperience showing, but sometimes it just feels better to take only 2 things instead of 4 things, even though the Elites would be really helpful for pressing later. I don't know. I press and draw, so I make it so I only get 1 press. I'd get Half-Orcs and Goblinmen, which sort of fixes that, I guess. And I say no card. So I want to use Half-Orcs and Goblinmen to actually make the guy, and I don't have Elites anyway. Dread and Despair, I really want Grond, apparently. Day Without Dawn, a Relentless Assault here. I probably should have just spent Day Without Dawn as Relentless Assault. Yeah. I could have used Words of Power. Maybe. I feel like there were cards you could use there. He plays Sudden Strike. He says he was supposed to roll 5 dice last time, and he rolls the extra dice and hits 1 more time. Okay, so I'm glad we fixed that Captain of the West that we missed earlier. So he plays Sudden Strike, still, yeah, and then he did his pre and got 1 more. So, okay, yeah. So I get 2 hits, he gets 2 back. It's beginning to look a little dire. I say stop by my choice. Definitely not because I have no more elites. And he makes an elite in Erebor. So that's a pretty scary pile of men and dwarves. I get all my dice now, so that's nice. Turn 9. Here we go. So let's look at the stats again. So here's where the stats stand now. I am still low on hybrids, still low on armies, still low on characters. So I've had a lot of trouble moving my armies and doing stuff with them. I'm -8 on 6s. So if you've seen my previous video about taking Elven Strongholds, where I was +9 on 6s, so this was the very next game I played. The next day, I believe. So it was funny to be on both sides of that. And I'm +8 on 5s, which normally you would think you could, with some card play, you could get some hits out of that, but so far it's not been that way. So anyway, so that's where we're at. A lesson in statistics. All right. I guess I should have done that after the next dice roll, but whatever. I draw Ring Wraiths Are Abroad, so that's nice. Get some. Use a Palantir as an attack, and Shadow Lengthens. Okay. I will go alone. Yeah, you could not really use that right now. Fear Fire Foes. Yep. Shield Wall can be nice sometimes. I put 3 eyes. Make him think about it, I guess. And I don't roll more, so that's nice. And he rolls just 1 movement. So, okay, going to be a little bit of a slow climb. He uses 1 to move immediately. Okay. And I draw 3. So he takes a Hobbit and Boromir for no effect. Half-Orcs and Goblinmen comes in Woodland Realm. Yep. And then Woodland Realm, no card. Again, I mean, it's just 1 hit point there. Just 1 hit point, right? Seems a pain, I don't want to spend... I guess I could have spent Lidless Eye. Maybe. But I don't care about the fact that he's a captain of the West. I just need my 1 hit. I risked Heroic Death. He has 1, but if there is another way, it's so good. Anyway, no card. and I get my hit anyway. So, okay, cool. And he gets one back. So a little, cool. He says it was no heroic death. Songs will be sung. And I say dirges, but those are still songs. Okay, ring wraiths are abroad. So I tease about putting a Nazgul on the Fellowship. And I swoop over to Helm's Deep. For some reason, I don't know why I'm not hitting the elves, other than that they're just so mustered, and they're apparently not going to muster more. Because he's saving 2 elites for Círdan's. He's continuing to do that. I don't realize that at the time. But, if he does put them in Lorien, maybe I just march off and take Rivendell or something. I don't know. Interesting. So, I put a Nazgul a couple different places in anticipation of needing the rerolls. But then I attack Helm's Deep. So, I say no card. Again, so this is kind of the lesson, maybe. I'm going to have some serious trouble in these sieges coming up here. And maybe the answer is, especially with the Witch King there, I brought him and everything, just cycle cards. Do you cycle Grond here? I guess. Oof. I don't know. Relentless Assault. I should probably be cycling that. But he's so close to dunking the ring. Costing him even 1 movement on Mordor could be the game. It's tight. I think a better player would have found some way to make that work. He plays Fear Fire Foes as a shield wall, and I don't oblige by only getting 1 hit, so he gets 1 back. Okay, cool. I press and get nothing, and he gets 2. I say I think I've used up all my 6s, so I just take the elite and stop. 1 more dice. He says, "Did you clear your cache?" One more attack might be enough to do it. Yeah, and I make the comment at that point. I'm -10 on 6s, so we'll look at that at the end of the round. Okay, I make my 2 regulars into elites in Orthanc. Yep. He musters in Karok. Again, he did that earlier. Yep, that could be really annoying, and I never found a half movement I was willing to spend up there. I guess that's, again, it feels like that might have been a thing I can do. And I just move out with the 2 elites. I've decided I need more HP to take Helm's Deep. I think I should have just tried. I'm going to get 4 dice. Feels, I don't know. I have twice as many dice as him. Don't know. So I move 2 armies. I think about leaving a guy behind. Oh, yeah, I do just leave a guy behind. I get scared of Ents, which he still doesn't have. He still doesn't have any Ents. He's halfway through his deck. He's 15 cards left, so most of halfway through his deck. He plays Danes. Yep. Okay. And I consolidate the regular from Edoras through Westamnest and the elite from Fords. Okay, so I feel confident that this will be enough to take him. He makes a regular in Karok and the Dwarven leader in Erebor. That's a scary piece of army there. Yep. This time for sure, Helm's Deep, no card. Again, maybe just spend the card, you find something. And I miss. Nothing. He gets 2 back. I take 2 regulars, press. No card. I get 1 hit, but that was my first re-roll because I don't have that many dice. And I get 1 hit total, and he gets 2 back. So now it's a 2v1. Okay. Rough. Okay, so I collect dice. We'll do stats in a sec here. I draw the Nazgul Strike. Okay, Black Breath could be good. Axe and bow, Thranduils. Yep. A little late on that one, but and then Hill Trolls. Hill Trolls could be good. Fellowship okay. Allocate the one I am allowed, and roll 2 more. And he rolls wills. So let's take a look look at the statistics here. Okay. I am minus 12 on 6s and plus 10 on 5s. If I just found some way to get plus 1 on some of these rolls, I'd be just fine, or a lot closer to fine. And I continue to be low on army movement. So probably something there. He's plus 6 on 5s, which is hurting a bit as well. But yeah, that my luck between the two games is balancing out. So, all right. And we keep going. He thinks and uses a will to move first. Yep. And he's got enough to dunk if he's not revealed, which he's going to get Gollum pretty darn soon here. I hit a 2, and oh, look, there's Gollum. Does he reveal to no? He chooses to not reveal because he's thinking he might dunk this round, and I play Day Without Dawn. So then it was nice that I had it at this point. Okay, he passes. I hit Lorien. Why now? Okay, I hit it. Then he says they've been holding their breath for ages. Yeah, they have. And I move the Witch King over there. So I just give up on Helm's Deep. Boy, that seems weird. Helm's Deep's a 2v1, but you can do one more set. I guess. Interesting. Hill Trolls. So now this looks a bit more doable here. He puts a Dwarven leader in Erebor and a regular in Karak. And this was something that, I don't know, he's mustering a lot. But is that really helping you unless you could do something with it? Surely the Erebor can attack Dale, see how bad the battle goes, and then move some stuff in to be a pill. I mean, you kind of give me a free movement because assumably I'll retreat with most of my stuff to Woodland Realm and have a nice stack, but still, don't know. And I play Grond, so here we go on Lorien. Lorien round 1. I play Black Breath, so might get rid of the leader, and I do. And he gets 3 back. Okay, I take regulars, press. I draw Cruel Weather, so this is the kind of thing I need to use stuff that for, so I just play that immediately. He plays Valor. Okay. I forfeit the leadership and miss. The reroll hits for 1, so there's that. And he misses. So, okay. Press again. Oh, yeah, I say press, and we realize, wait, Grond has been happening. I don't need to be pressing. We double check. Okay, round 3. 5 5s, and I don't have a card in play. And I re-roll into more misses. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay. And now I actually press no card. I get 1 hit. He gets 1 back. I stop. Yeah, because maybe this is enough. My personal rule of thumb is you really do want twice as many hit points as they have. I have 6 to his 4, but I mean, I have a lot of rerolls, and that kind of makes up the difference. Why haven't I spent Durin's Bane? I forgot it existed, is probably the answer. Wow. That seems really bad. Yep. I muster in Moria. And he plays Bilbo's song. Yep. Cure that corruption. So he's got 5 corruption 2 steps from dunking. And I move my 1 elite out of Orthanc to help make Helm's Deep an assured thing and go to reinforce Lorien. Okay. I can't believe I forgot the Balrog. Wow. Hopefully I remember it later, but still, it was absolutely not something you should forget after I went to all that work getting it in play. I draw the last red tile, so that's nice. And Musterings of Long Plan War / Desperate Battle. He gets Smeagol helps Nice Master and Guards of the Citadel. Okay, I put the 1 eye I can. Roll 2 more eyes, and he rolls 1 movement, so he's got to spend an Elven Ring to dunk. Let's take a look at the stats again. I am plus 16 on 5s and minus 14 on 6s. What luck. What luck. And he's plus 8 on 5s, plus minus 6 on 6s. So he's basically average for how many hits he should be doing back, roughly. Man. Yuckums. All right. Oh, here we go. It's now turn 11. All right, I say not much spare movement for all the reds you're about to hit. Yep. He puts in, and then he puts in Smeagol with his 1 sword. Really? What's the hunt pool like? For only three reveal for the eyes. I guess you don't want to end up revealed, but boy, I don't know. That's what he does. I say, I see your -1 and raise you 3. And put in the other red tile. So he says, yeah, I should have just moved. Okay, well then we are in agreement. He puts a regular in Erebor and Karak. He's got a max stack in Erebor. And does he have all the dwarves in play? He has all the dwarves in play. Yay! Yay? Surely that should have moved out before now. But, I mean, I guess he didn't need to. Certainly not like I had the points. At this point, I'm glad I have 5 guys in a Eagles Eyrie, so he's not coming taking Gundabad. Yeah, we can say he gets 2 plus 25 Xbox points for having all the dwarves. All right. Reinforce in Isengard or in Helm's Deep and in Lorien. He still doesn't have any Ents. He's down to 13 cards left. Foof. All right, I hit Lorien. I pick a card. He says no card. I guess I just forgot Durin's Bane existed, and I think Kinch is a pretty good guy. I think he would have definitely pointed out that yes, we just both forgot it existed. So I Desperate Battle, and I get my hits, the 3 of the hits. So okay, 3 to 2. I'll take it. Press and draw. Pits of Mordor, no card. I miss again. He misses back, so that's fair. I press, no card, and I get my hit. Okay. And then he gets 1 back. I remember to downgrade in there. Okay, sweet, sweet victory. Tastes like Lembas bread. Field rations. Okay, then I switch back over to Helm's Deep. All right, let's just finish this out. Okay. Wait. Miss. I downgrade the elite. No card. I get my 1 hit. Okay. Rohan is finally dead. Sweet, sweet victory. Tastes like man flesh. Yes. Great cost of lives. Yes. And then he uses an Elven Ring to move. Yeah, you were kind of going to do that no matter what this round. And he draws another red tile. One of the 3 red tiles in a 14. So another, 20%-ish? Yep. So that sucks for him. I say my perfect plan is working. Near Harad, or Far Harad goes to Near Harad because that was going to be important, I guess. And Gorgoroth to Minas Morgul in case. So I need 2 more points. It's certainly not Erebor. Where's my other 2 points coming? Assumably Minas Tirith? Foof, I don't think I have Corsairs, and I don't think I threw it. The cities, the Shire is way out of the way. I have nothing even close. I don't know. Wonder if he should have considered a military to take Gundabad. He'd have to really want it. Moria is open, but my army in Lorien doesn't need to be there anymore. I don't know. He probably didn't have a really great opportunity. Anyway, he says, Dale. And I say, yep, it's a nice place. Oh, you're attacking. Okay. No card, no card. He gets 3 hits, or excuse me, he just gets 1 hit, and my 5s are finally coming into play. Get 3 hits back. He presses. He takes regulars. Yep. So I retreat to Woodland Realm. He takes his point back. Yep. So I need 3 points, which Pelargir might be that, but and I have a good stack in Woodland Realm. He has a very nice stack, but unless he combines with the Karak army, he probably isn't killing me. Yeah, maybe he is. He's got 11 hit points to my 10. I should be very scared. So flip the mouth, move some armies out. Think about which armies. Oh, yeah. So I move near Harad to West Harandor, and I split everybody that wouldn't fit in a siege up to Withered Heath to go, wrap around for Erebor, or at least make him spend his dice doing that. And I think I said, yeah, 1 second. Yeah. I bring the Nazgul to actually threaten this because they need the leadership in order to move with my character dice and not spend my Elven Ring. Okay. And so he attacks Withered Heath from Dale. I'm really hoping to just whittle off a few guys here. He says no card. I say no card, and he gets 4 hits. Ow. And I get nothing back. So, yep. I will look at it at the end, but at this very second, I'm negative 18 on 6s. And then, I killed the Nazgul, but then the Witch King and a bunch of his buddies go on over to West Harandor. So we collect dice. He gets Elven Rope. That's good. I get Worn with Sorrow and Toil. That ain't. Help unlooked for. He's not going to be relieving a siege. So, yep. And Denethor's Folly. Maybe that's helpful. Maybe I take Minas Tirith. He kills Axe and Bow. Yep, that hasn't been great for a while. Fellowship, okay. We point out that Gondor isn't at war. Have you guys heard from anyone recently? I allocate 1 eye and get 1 more, and he gets 4 movement. He says, this is the turn. And he hides. So here's what I do. I have no characters, no Palantirs. So I use the ring to play Lidless Eye, and I put 3 dice in. You do not get to run up this mountain. Only 4 dice in this pile are eyes. But still, those are now very deadly. So I think Lidless Eye doesn't get played a lot. I think that's probably correct. But I think this was a good use of it. So that does change things, he says. Yep. You throw in the Elven Rope. Yep. That would be good. I say, why put that in when there's 2 perfectly serviceable red tiles you can draw instead? Yeah. Move some armies out towards Gondor. And he draws a character card. Yep. Looking for more blue tiles. He gets Challenge of the King. Not going to be... Yeah. Okay. I hit Pelargir from the south. I play a card. Yeah, I'm just cycling with the Witch King. So, yep, that makes sense. And I get my 6s now. Sure. I draw Isildur's Bane. Pretty good. Okay. He gets Gondor all the way to war because I took Peligir. He attacks Woodland Realm and puts me under siege. Yep. We talk about the regular from Withered Heath attacking, but he didn't have a leadership to do it with. Osgiliath from Witch King. I pick a card. Mumakil versus No Quarter. All right. I get 3 hits. Nope. That seems wrong. Nope. Yeah, 3. Okay. And he gets 2+1 from No Quarter. There's a fun little interesting thing. So Mumakil is +1 if you've hit more than the other guy, and No Quarter adds 1. So he only rolled 2 hits. We talk about it for a bit, and he finds an FAQ of some variety that says Mumakil will not trigger. So I'm not quite sure why the ruling there, but that was fine. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Okay. I leave some guys in Peligir to prevent shenanigans. I'm back up to 8 points. He attacks Woodland Realm. Yep. Seems decent. Start chipping away at me. We both choose cards. I play Devilry of Orthanc as defender in Woodland Realm, because that makes sense. Play if an Isengard army unit is in a battle and the defending army is in a stronghold. That's me. And he plays Círdan's ships as charge. I mean, certainly 5 elites is when you want to play that, right? But giving up on those 2 elites in the force pool. Yep. He's been holding it since turn 1. Yep. Here's his pre and miss. Yep. Proper roll now. He gets 3 hits. I get 2 back. Yeah. And he stops. Yeah, because he doesn't need to hit. I'm not going to win this round, so no reason to hit yourself. I start moving up from Lorien to like theoretically harry them, or just to block off Moria's door, probably. Just in case he starts going for a military victory. Yeah. I'm sure I just didn't have anything else useful I felt was worth doing. And then he gets a corruption for not moving. He didn't even attempt to move, he says. No, really? No. Yeah, he hid. Okay, good. Whew. That would have been annoying to have missed that. He draws We Prove the Swifter. I get the Palantir of Orthanc with Saruman sitting in his empty tower. He still hasn't drawn an End. I get Shadows moving. He gets Power Too Great. Yep, that's a little late. All right, I allocate 1 eye, get 1 more, so not too many eyes for him to run against, and he gets 2 wills in a character. He's got the movement to do it and knows I don't have Day Without Dawn. So, yep. Let's take another look at the statistics. So, I am plus 16 on 5s and minus 16 on 6s. What crazy odds. And I feel like those 5s have done. I mean, everyone's going to say this, right, when they're in this situation, but I feel those 5s have done me 0 good. I'm sure they've been hits more often than I remember. But poof, minus 16 on 6s. That's rough. I mean, we're late game, so, the numbers are getting higher overall, but still, we're on a turn 13 game. So, yep. I'm still low on army movement. Not that low, but still. All right. Can we do it? Turn 13. He says, this is the turn. This is the turn for red tiles? He plays There Is Another Way. Yep. You want to start off with that? You heal the corruption. You get a 3. He chooses, he says, might be worth revealing. I say, nah, don't worry about it. He says, you could have Lure of the Ring. We talk about it. He chooses no reveal. I don't know, man. You have the... Yeah, there's not very many eyes. The eyes aren't killer. The only thing that's actually killer are the red tiles. That's probably correct. I say, speaking of cards, Isildur's Bane. So, I mean, this is my only shot, or near enough, and I draw a 3. Well, now we're in Fun Town, and I say I have no business being in the game at this point. Yeah, I very much agree. Now he reveals to mitigate corruption. Oh, man. So he hides, okay. And now we're talking about how dangerous the hunt pool is. So the eyes kill him, the reds probably kill him if Shelob rolls even sort of decent. And 5 tiles don't. So it's roughly a 50-50. And he doesn't have Mithril Coat. He's down to these last 10 cards in his deck, and he doesn't have Mithril Coat. He doesn't have any of the Ents. Rough. I go in on Minas Tirith, because apparently that's where I'm going to get my points. He plays Guards of the Citadel, because, he's got a lot of good cards too. And I threw Denethor's Folly, so that's not going to be a thing anymore. I recruit an elite in Umbar. I have more musters than I can use the mouth for, so it's an equidistantly distant place to bring troops from. Why not Minas Morgul? You can pick up the 2 regulars on the way. Don't know. Anyway, I make another elite. Move armies. Oh, I guess. That seems weak. Why am I relying I guess I just assume he's going to be dunking, so I'm just kind of wasting time. That seems bad. I go for Minas Tirith. We choose cards. Krula's Death versus No Quarter, so, that's nice. Nice enough, rather. I forfeit 2, get 2. Just 2? Yeah. He gets 1 and then No Quarter. So we swap health. I press and draw into Foul Stench, which I play. He plays Sudden Strike. Here's his pre. Oop. Yeah, there's kind of a funny thing. Foul Stench cancels the leader reroll, but not the fact that there is leadership. So Sudden Strike can still happen, which is interesting. Not that it matters because he misses. Ha 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 ha. I'm glad we had this talk. Yep. And I get 1 hit to his 2 back. Oh, yeah. He doesn't get reroll. Yeah. We did a whole thing about that. So he just gets 1v1. Okay. I stop because I have the dice to take it this round if I'm going to get it. So cycle most efficiently with the Witch King if I can. What's he do? He draws a card looking for any of the blue tiles, any of the Ents. Really, rather than moving. You're just hoping I don't draw an eye next turn? Or are you really looking for a blue tile? I guess. I mean, you can move with the Elven Ring if you want. I reinforce Minas Tirith. And he hits Woodland Realm, just in case I'm able to take Minas Tirith. He can get this out. No card. And he rolls 5 6s. Yuck. I get 3 back. So, whoop-de-doo, I'm getting my 6s now. Okay, well, Do was a giant failure for the Shadow. I hit Minas Tirith. I pick Swarm of Bats into no card, so I get 1 hit because I used my 6s in Woodland Realm. He gets 2 back. Okay. Press. Draw. Great Host. Yeah, sure. Play it. 1 hit. He gets one back, and then I get actually get the great host off this time. Okay, well, that's the end of the round. So, into another round we go. I draw Flocks of Kerbane, or They Are Terrible. They Are Terrible is definitely how that will be used. And Olaghai, I mean, maybe. He gets the Ents. Yay, finally. And Kindred of Glorfindel, not super useful. I allocate one eye. I say, do you have Ents, or just never drew them? Yeah, we talk about that. And I roll one more eye, and he rolls all the movement he can need. So, well, I guess we'll look at the stats one more time real quick. Here's the stats now. I'm minus 16 still on 6s, even with those 3 in Woodland Realm. And plus 13 on 5s. Hoofda. Okay. Here we go. So, he plays the Ents. And, kills. And I already typed Chance red tile. And he kills Saruman, and he says no other card because Gandalf's in Fangorn. But why? And so I mean, well, so let's say this. Do this first. I draw a shadow character card because maybe I get something, but I don't even have any characters. So I don't know what I was going for there. I don't even have any character dice. What would I can't play anything even if I drew it. So we talk about how maybe him moving wasn't, or him hitting with the Ents wasn't a good play. We go back and forth about whether or not. So we channel our inner Ira, and we talk all about whether he's going to get Mithril, because he has enough to draw one more card, play it with the Will, because he knows I don't have Day Without Dawn, and then use an Elven Ring to move. So he might get Mithril Coat. The hunt pool looks like this. It's assuming Shelob rolls even sort of good. And assuming Shelob's a death, you still have 6 tiles kill you and 5 tiles don't. Oof. So we talk more about the math. We talk about he puts out all this math. And I say, well said, Ira. Shout out to Ira Fay in his commentary on War of the Ring. So he ends up, okay, here we go. He decides to move. And he gets an eye. So I get the victory in a game that ended with me being what? -16. -16 on 6s. Oh, man. What a game. What a game. I certainly didn't have any. I forgot Balrog. I was very slow. I completely lost Dew back to the dwarves. Oof. I ended with 6 points. Is that even correct? 2 from Lorien. 2 from, yeah, that's right. So, but still, I was probably going to get Minas Tirith. I'd be up to 8. Then I'd have to go get Dol Amroth through the more Gondor reinforcements that still exist. I can't even go take a free Elven place because I have nothing. So I got pretty lucky there at the end, I would say. But, I mean, the last draw was a 50-50, so, or close enough. Anyway, thank you, Hinch. You're always an excellent opponent and a good sport. I love our banter during the game. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have an excellent day.